Welcome to In Pursuit with Pastor Bill.
Hey, I'm just a simple guy in pursuit of knowledge, wisdom, understanding, wild game, fish that swim under the ice, tender smoked meat, tasty grilled meat, and Denise.
In this hour, we are going to be talking about all of that and a whole lot more. Bill has been with Maranatha since 2005 and the campus pastor at Maranatha Chisago Lakes campus since 2011. Come along and join In Pursuit.
Wonderful. Well, good afternoon. Here we are in Pursuit on this September 11th. 9/11.
9/11.
Yeah, we have a wonderful special guest with us today. Mr. Sonny Peterson is with us.
Oh, hey, good day. I'm happy to be here.
Man, it's exciting. Look at that smile. Love this guy's smile. Oh, man. Well, it's good to have you join us today, part of all the conversation. And then the second half of the show, we're going to be focusing on you, bits of your testimony. And honestly, I think it's very, very fitting that we had you scheduled for today, because you're a guy that's been through ups and downs in life, personal things, professional things, but you have the joy of the Lord. Like every time I see you, it's like, and I know your life is not always perfect. Every time I see you, you're smiling, you're praising the Lord, and I just think, especially with everything that's going on in the world right now, like today's 9/11, like the anniversary of the 9/11 attacks, and that gets you in a certain mindset, remembering that. And those of us that are old enough to remember where you were when all of that was going on and happening. And I saw the Forest Lake campus, actually, they had put a post out on Facebook or something like that where they talked about the attack of 9/11 and the unity of 9/12. Like how churches were full, because we came together because we knew we needed to look to God and to rely on God. And it's such a great reminder that in these times of difficulty, obviously the shooting at the school in Minneapolis a couple weeks ago, and two small children losing their life, and all these kids injured, and then obviously the events of yesterday with Charlie Kirk being murdered. And it's like you see, and that's just some of the major things that really doesn't scratch the surface of all of the terrible things that are happening in our culture right now, the darkness, the evil that it just is so prevalent. And that's why I think of guys like you, Sonny, because these are dark times, and you see evil everywhere, but the joy of the Lord that's inside of us is not dependent upon our circumstances. Mm-hmm. And to be encouraged by that, to say, yeah, this is tough, and it's like, man, oh man, but you can have the joy of the Lord. And so we're going to get to that, the second half, digging in a little bit more. But right now, I want to remind all of you, if you're listening to the show live right now, please send us a text. And even those of you that are our faithful listeners, I want to invite you to text us and let us know that you're there. It's kind of nice to know that it's not just 4 or 5 of us sitting here visiting, right? like there's, because we can do that at a restaurant and eat while we visit.
We don't eat when we're on.
We don't eat when we're here.
Yeah,
It would sound
that would be disgusting.
Oh my God!
Not on that smoked pork or, oh my goodness. So yeah, let us know that you're out there. Cindy Noble texted me that Colton and her are listening.
What up?
Thank you guys for listening. That's James. James is our tech guy today, our producer, if you will. Mm-hmm. But hey, I know this. Maybe, Sonny, you might have some family listening online. If anybody's listening live and you have Sonny Peterson's number, send Sonny a text and let him know that you're out there listening.
Pretty sure my wife is excited to listen.
Is she?
First time, yeah.
That's great.
So now we got the link, so now we won't miss any other ones.
That's cool.
Even if I'm on a job site, I can throw my earbuds in and listen too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can listen live at yourliferadio.com. You can find it later on all the podcasting platforms. So even if you have family that doesn't hear it live, send them to our any podcasting platform. Search Maranatha Chisago Lakes, and they will find this show.
Oh,
yeah, and it'll be cool. So, yeah, so let us know if you're listening. James, you're sitting over there. What's new with you?
Not much, just hanging out.
It's like I feel like I stumped you with that question. So nothing's new, nothing's fresh and exciting, and
just I don't know, working and
Did you stay up late playing video games since last weekend when we because last Thursday, Sonny, last Thursday, James was sitting in that chair and those eyes were sagging. I mean, he was like,
that's awesome.
And he confessed he was up late playing video games.
Yeah. What's the game of choice nowadays?
Oh, geez. Well, it was Rainbow Six Siege for a very long time.
Okay.
I took a little break. Well, not a little break. I just kind of fell out of the habit. Then, after I got married, I was like, guys, let's. All my friends and I was like, guys, let's start like a Minecraft server. So now we just play that. We're just building stuff together, having fun. So that was that. No, what was I doing yesterday?
So why did you wait till after you were married to get a group of guys together and then decide you're going to play more video games? Like, we got to talk.
Yeah, right.
We got to talk, man.
No, it was like something to make sure we stay connected because I knew
That's
I probably
a great idea.
Yeah, so it's like once a week I'm on till like 3 probably.
3 p.m.
AM.
Oh my goodness.
I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, like I think the latest actually
Even
I've done
those,
is
they don't
2,
help.
but
Yeah.
so.
My son does it too.
Oh, really?
Every Friday night, he gets online with his friends.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Jameson's starting to do that same thing. The other night, he said he was up till like 2 a.m. playing with some of his friends, which is great.
Yeah.
And do it now while you're young and stuff because it is a great way for people to connect that are who knows how many miles apart.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a cool connection.
Yeah, all my friends live in different states except for like 2 of them at this point. So so we're staying
That's
connected.
one of the good things about technology is we're able to stay connected in those ways. And because the world, I think it's gotten smaller because it just, I don't know, the people are more spread out than I ever remember them being. And so, like the world is, everything's a little more reachable than when I was a kid. And it was like going to Maplewood was...
Yeah.
And then going to Roseville, from Wyoming was even, that was like huge. Now, people, like James, they're going all over the place, different states and countries. And so it is a very cool tool. One of the blessings of technology. I have a few more listening. Megan and Molly are listening. Miss Molly. Thanks for listening. Mom and Dad are listening, and Mom's making cookies, so a quick stop after the radio show.
Absolutely. Heather's listening.
That's wonderful.
Our sweet Heather.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Good day,
It is
everybody.
good to know. Good to know that everyone's listening. Well, let's talk food for a few minutes.
Ooh.
So it's been kind of fun. We have 2 apple trees that are producing right now.
Okay.
One of them, we're not sure what kind it is, but these apples, even a month ago when they were completely green, we started pulling them off, just checking them, and you'd slice a piece off, it's sweet already. So these are just delicious apples, and we just picked the rest of them yesterday or the day
I
before.
picked the last of them because they're nice, crunchy,
Oh, they're good.
sweet, just delicious. And if you leave them too long, they start getting mushy. And so we pulled them all off, the last of them off the tree.
And we've gotten a ton of them, and so what she's done is she's made applesauce out of them. She made an apple crisp.
Apple crisps,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
And
we just eat them, my grands, when they come, they eat 5-6 apples for the day.
Yeah.
Could I have an apple? Yes, you can.
And you go and you just slice them off. Any of them, if they've been nibbled on or got too many worms or something, we'll slice them in half. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Just the price of having organic apples.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, caramel, though. I love dipping in caramel.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite.
That's cool. That's good. Yeah, otherwise food related, you also tried making some plum sauce. Someone gave us some plums.
Yeah, I had 2 different people give us plums, and so I didn't really know what to do because I don't do jelly yet or jam. And so I was talking to a lady at church, our sweet Ellen, and she cans all the time, and she said, you can just make plum sauce. And so I was thinking applesauce, plum made out of plums. And so I tried to do that with my first batch. And it was quite watery because they're not the same consistency as apples, but I'm learning. And so then I looked it up, and then there's actually something called plum sauce that you add spices, and it's like chunky, and you put it on meat, and it's like a condiment or something.
Yeah.
And so it's completely different than what I did. But I had
a chutney.
Yeah, like a chutney.
I'm done.
That was amazing.
That took every bit of mental strength I had to remember that word in that 5 seconds.
I was going to say vocabulary.
Holy cannoli.
Yeah, Superman. So I did the other batch of plums I did with a lot less water to try and thicken up the plums. It still didn't work. And then I tasted it, and it was so sour. It was so sour. I'm like, okay, I got to mix this with apples. So I made a very thick applesauce to add to it, and that did help with the consistency. And it did help with the sweetness a little bit, but it's still so sour.
Yeah.
And I added so much sugar. And then I had some just plain applesauce I was feeding to the grands on Tuesday. And Bill goes, is there any of that left? And I'm like, I'm sorry, it's gone, but there's plum sauce in there. So he went and got some and put it on his plate. And I said, how'd that taste? He goes, whoa! like, whoa! So
Like,
it's still
my
sour.
eyes shut.
It's still so sour, but you feel bad adding so much sugar.
Yeah.
But we're just going to have to add more sugar. We're going to have to add more sugar.
We'll figure something out.
Can
I want to
it's
try
very
it now.
pretty.
Yeah, right.
Like, I'm excited. Like,
It's very pretty
Do it
sauce.
for
It's
sure.
like a pretty purple.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Like deep pink, pretty purple. So it's a very pretty applesauce. But she's a bit
got a
tart.
kick.
She's got a kick.
Yeah.
So if you like Sour Patch
sour.
gummies,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Sour Patch Kids and stuff as growing up.
then you'd like this plum sauce. But
Yeah.
not for me.
Yeah. You should try it though. Yeah. It's good because you guys make all kinds of stuff, right?
You have a plum tree.
We do have a plum
Okay.
tree out back, yes, too. Where Danielle loves baking, doing things, and we want to experience more and learn how to start jarring. My mother, a couple of times when we had, it's like odd years with that plum tree. I would notice how it produces sometimes, and maybe it's just on the summer and the rains or something. But there was one year where we had like 5-gallon buckets of it.
Wow.
So I brought a bunch on over, and she made jelly out of it because I love like. Back when I kind of got a gluten allergy now, I'm not supposed to, and I still screw up from time to time, and it'll show. My wife gets after me every once in a while when I complain about it, and she goes, "You know better, so you do it to yourself." And
I can picture Danielle doing that too.
She's 100% right. But man, that any kind of jelly on peanut butter and toast, I love that too. As a kid growing up, just being quick on the farm. If you got to quick go out and get back to work, and Pa's like, "Let's go." Sandwich.
Yeah.
Just
Just
throw
slap it in
something
there. Yeah.
Just mow it down while you're driving, bounce around in a tractor.
Yeah. Which is the coolest thing ever, by the way. Gosh, we're going to have you on again.
Yeah, you got to do that a little bit.
I've told so many people about
He was like a little kid when he came up. It was so cool.
it. Was crazy.
Well, fall is right. Actually, that's why I can't believe we're in September 11th. Like, where the heck did the summer go?
Yeah, because now you got work to do, farming to do.
Come that first week of October, I'm done doing flooring and right back into helping out the farm. And it's typically that second week is when we're full speed ahead in the harvest, but I want to make sure I want to be home for the farm.
Yeah.
I'm ready to be off my hands and knees for a little while.
Just get to relax on the farm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful
good.
blessing. Be outside looking at things.
Oh, it's cool, man. Let's see. The only other thing food related, we didn't smoke anything. But we did fire up the Blackstone a couple times, and just the other day, Tuesday, I think, we had we found a couple of good spots for crappies last winter for ice fishing, and so we had some in the freezer, and so we so in our
We're
garden.
not telling you where.
No.
They're both like their ears are
got
pricking
excited.
up. Where did you find this crappie?
It's called Lake X. But so we had some crappies, but we've harvested some potatoes out of our garden, which is pretty fun. I mean, because you don't know what's under the ground, and so it's like this is the coolest thing ever. And so Denise has a really cool cheese grater, and so she made homemade hash brown by just grinding up a potato.
Wow.
So we took a potato, ground it up. I threw those on the Blackstone just in butter, fried those up nice, took them off, and then put these crappies on there. And that was it. Crappies and hash browns.
Yum.
And we chowed.
We did. We ate so much.
Chowed. Yeah.
Love it.
We kind of finished it off. Bill goes, that was a big bag of meat.
It was a big bag of fish.
I know.
I can honestly say I think it was because of you and someone else, and my wife got me for like Father's Day. Yeah, I had my half-Simers. That's what I call it. I forget half the things, but mainly because of you all, I got a Blackstone, and that is the best thing since sliced bread. Like they say, the breakfast you can do.
Breakfast is
Way better to make a bacon out on that thing outside than in the house. All the splatters all over the stove, and then it's just there's grease everywhere.
Yes.
Catching that grease tray, and then I take a scoop out of that and I put it on the dog food, and they're just always when I'm frying bacon, they're like,
they're freaking
Dad is
out
coming.
about that.
Dad is coming.
this mic is incredible. It heard me sniffing.
That's great. It is, yeah. It is. You got to get one for when you're playing video games with James at 3 in the
Oh,
morning.
yeah. I got one. Don't worry. My friend does a really funny thing where he smells the mic really hard, and it's just it hurts your ears if you're not ready for it. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, funny.
Do it, James.
Shout out Holton, man. No, I can't do it. He does it so well. It's so ridiculous.
He smells the microphone.
Yeah, we're like, Holton, give us a sniff. And he goes, okay, Holton. And he goes, I can't even. Holton, give us a sniff. He goes, okay, guys. And then you can hear him pull his mic to his face. And then it's just so loud.
Oh, I'm done.
My cheeks hurt.
Yeah. Sonny, we were talking one time.
Oh, no.
I take my hat off. I'm
Here we
getting
go.
too hot. Oh, my goodness. We were talking one time about food. Good food. James is sitting over there. He's listening to us talk about this food, the steaks we were making or something. And out of the blue, oh man, how did you say it's not? It sounds so good, it makes me want to bark. I was done. Oh my gosh! And then he says, "Yeah, makes you feel kind of feral." I'm like, what? What language and world is this coming from? Oh, it was funny, man.
Kids
He gives it a sniff.
Give us a sniff.
Oh gosh, that's great. Well, that's awesome.
That's funny.
Yeah. So anyway, that was kind of our food experience over the last week. Sonny, you're planning to grill some venison this weekend.
Yeah, on the Blackstone, absolutely. I got some more tenderloins left behind. I always save for those special things. And my birthday weekend, I got a little carried away here this fall, and that's a reminder we can dive into here later with work. Work is good, but you got to carve out time for family and friends. And pretty much worked our whole birthday weekend right into Heydays whole week. And next week, I got another full day every day next week, so I'm trying to...
So this weekend, you're celebrating your birthday by putting some venison on the Blackstone?
Kind of a little bit of that. Maybe
That's
you're going to
cool,
fire.
Man. Cool, man.
Try and hang out. We got Jameson this weekend, too, so trying to spend some time with the family because it goes way too fast.
It does go fast.
I look back to just seeing pictures. Danielle's good at showing us on his Snapchat and those reminders and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That's unbelievable how fast they grow up.
Yep, it is. Blink of an eye.
Amen.
Yep. You're gonna miss this.
Yep, we're gonna do some venison. Who knows what else? We got actually some farm potatoes too.
Nice.
Pa, he does it both ways, underground, but then also does it where we stack a bunch of straw on the ground, and it's just so that way they're in amongst the straw on top of the dirt. So you just pull the straw back, and there's just like that. Instead of having to dig through the dirt, they're just all there underneath the straw.
So you just plant the plant. You put that chunk of potato right in the straw?
Kind of right in the straw, just right, like you rough up just a little bit of topsoil so it almost starts to seed. Like if you cut a potato in half, you can put that split side down, and then you just pile the straw all the way around it. What happens is then those potatoes kind of grow up in that moist straw that's about 1.5 feet, 2 feet high, and then it's right on top of the ground instead of underground. The reason why we do that is because at the garden at the farm there, it's pretty high clay content, but in that particular spot, so it gets hard pan, really hard packed, and they don't grow as big as around. They kind of get stunted, and the straw gives them room to just get ginormous.
We have sand, so we got some really big potatoes.
There you go. That's where there's some areas.
The only thing is, we had something eat two of ours, like start chewing on it.
Okay.
So would they still eat it if they're in the straw?
Well, if it's like a gopher or something like that, it's not going to tunnel through straw. They stay under the ground.
Yeah, that might be a reason to do that.
Yeah. Well, and not digging through the dirt.
They dig into the dirt. You have so much fun doing that.
I do have fun doing that. It's amazing.
And if you have the blessing of sand, that's an awesome way to do it too. There's some other grounds. There's Sunrise and then Cost. Back in the day, they used to grow lots and lots of potatoes. I guess
really?
Pa keeps telling me that. Back before my time, because I don't remember seeing potato fields.
Yeah. Well, that's good stuff. Yeah, so that's our food. Man, time flies on this show, doesn't it? I was going to talk bow hunting with you because that opens up on Saturday morning, and then fall turkey opens up October 4th. It's crazy. It's already here.
Times.
Yeah.
Exciting times. You're the first person to say smells like money when that farmer next to us was spreading turkey poop.
Yeah, that's right.
It smelled
when you were
so
at our
bad.
old house.
Okay.
And you came over for supper, and I said, I'm sorry about the smell, but that farm over there is putting something down. And you go, smells like money.
Wait a minute. She sniffed the mic.
Us a sniff.
She gave us a sniff.
Hey, man.
Holton. Is it Holton?
Yeah.
I'm giving you a run for your money,
Yeah.
Holton.
Oh, my wife
Oh
would
my
argue,
gosh.
and probably some people around Amelund when we spread turkey manure on our crop fields right there. It's definitely got a smell, and if you're not used to it, I guess I grew up because Pa always said that too. It's the smell of money because it makes money. It's a miracle grow for corn and soybeans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To where it's incredible. You get it on your garden just a little bit. You don't have to go excess or carp. That's another miracle grower. You bury about a carp underneath your tomato plants.
Oh.
Amazing what it'll do.
What if just the carp guts and stuff? Because I don't want to give up the meat.
Oh, carp you do.
Carp you don't want to
Oh,
eat.
carp.
Yeah.
Or crappies. I like crappies.
Crappies,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
carp.
even the fish fillet is the junk parts that you're not using. If you bury that under your garden, it turns into good natural fertilizer. Amen. But
Yum.
carp, nobody likes carp, so
Yeah.
pigs do.
Throw it in the farmer's field.
Amen.
Yeah, that's what a lot of the guys I know that bow hunt for carp. What do you do with it? We just know a farmer. We throw it in their field.
Yep.
Gets tilled in or disked in or whatever, and yeah.
I remember being young and going to the river and fishing for carp with my dad, and we smoked it.
Yep. Some people do that. Yeah.
Okay.
There's actually there's other cultures. They say like there was someone here, and I don't remember the Asian one of the Asian cultures, but they he said, "You bring me a carp, I'll make it taste better than any fish you've ever had." It's the preparation.
Yeah.
Amen.
And the big oil, they got an oil strip in them, but yeah, I've never caught one or eaten one or anything. So
Yeah.
Danielle writes, worst smell ever, turkey crap.
that's awesome.
Too funny.
But it's Miracle Grow, so it's worth it. I listened to a YouTuber, the Pour Pumper, and it's a septic guy. So I don't know. I'll tell you guys this. So I don't know why, it's very entertaining to me because he talks about septics. What he does is he goes and he pumps out septics, and sometimes it's been so long it's just solid when they pull the cover off of the septic. And so he pulls out they calls it the crust buster. And it's like a big auger, like long, and so he puts it down in this tank and it starts mixing it up, and he's running water in and it's loosening all this up, and he goes, smells like money. And like you can almost smell it when you're watching it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Wait, we're going to get into a lot more about Sonny. We're only going to have about 20 or so minutes, 25 minutes to do that, so we're going to hear from Sonny a whole lot. But right now, let's listen to our word of the week.
Word of the week. This is the part of the show where Denise and Bill learn new words in pursuit of knowledge and understanding of the English language, and so they can sound smarter. And here we are, learning things all new. Vim and vigor.
Vim and vigor.
That's our word. It's not one word, it's 3 words. But vim and vigor today. Do you all know what vim and vigor means?
Well, have you
James?
used it?
Vigor's like being crazy, right? Or like being like super intense about it. I don't know.
Probably. Yeah, that
Okay.
would fit in the definition. Sunny?
I'm horrible with words and definitions, so no, I
Okay.
honestly, truly do not know.
Okay.
I got nothing either.
Yeah, vim and vigor. It means energy and enthusiasm. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think your definition fits, James. So a word, a sentence from the dictionary says, though she is no longer young, she's still full of vim and vigor. Or another one from the dictionary. Happy birthday. Push forward with vim and vigor. Socialize, express yourself creatively, and look for innovative ways to invest and budget your cash flow with finesse. An interesting birthday wish.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a comment. I don't know if I should say it, but I'm going to anyways. The farm version of that is called piss and vinegar.
That's what I was thinking too.
Sorry, I apologize.
Don't apologize. That's awesome. So this
I
is
want to
the
know if you get a text from Danielle.
vim and vigor. Not quite piss and vinegar. Not quite the same, but similar. Okay, so we know if we don't use our words of the week, we will lose our words of the
Yes.
week. So I would like to use vim and vigor in a sentence, Bill.
Uh-oh.
Is that okay with you?
James,
No, this is good. It's not piss and vinegar. It's vim and vigor.
look what you did. Now it's been said 3 or 4 times. Way to go, Sonny.
Yeah, you started it. Anyway, even though we get home at the end of the day and I am tired, Bill usually goes outside with great vim and vigor and does something to improve our land, whether it be mowing the grass or cutting down a tree. He is an active guy.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, my man. Vim
It's a
and
politer
vigor.
way of saying it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Vim and vigor.
Yeah, hold on to that.
I'll try.
And
Yeah.
vigor. And that's our word of the week.
You're listening to In Pursuit with me, Pastor Bill, a production of WAJC, Your Life Radio on 88.1 and 91.7 FM. WAJC is owned and operated by Maranatha Assembly of God in Forest Lake, Minnesota. If you would like to visit Maranatha Chisago Lakes campus, we have 4 weekend services to choose from. Visit maranathachisago.org to learn more and to check out some past messages. All right, and we're back. In this second half of the show, we're going to be full of vim and vigor.
Vim and vigor.
We're excited. So, Mr. Sonny Peterson, Nathaniel.
Yeah, that's my real name. I don't get called that unless I'm almost in trouble.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, yep, that's great. I don't know that I knew that until I saw a Facebook request.
I gotcha.
Like, seriously, like
I'm like, who's that?
Yeah, we were like,
Oh.
do we block this person or what's the deal? So it has been such a treat since you and your family started coming to our church. How many years has it been now?
Oh, now you're pulling on me. It's got to have been, I'd have to ask Danielle.
Like
Depends
4 or
how fast.
5 years?
I'd say I was thinking 5 in
Yeah.
the back
Wow.
of my head already because time just clicks.
It does go fast. Every time someone says how long they've been coming, I'm blown away because it's like, what? You know, James has already worked there for 5 years.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. So anyway, since you guys, it's been such just a treat, a blessing to just get to know you and your life and to hear your testimony at church and I just can't say enough about it. I mean, I just have great respect for you, and it's just been such a treat to have you around.
Yeah, we love seeing you guys. And just on a side note, me and I forget who it was, but another lady at church, we deemed Sonny and Danielle the Ken,
That's right.
Ken and Barbie of the church.
That's right.
I remember that day too.
It's forever
Danielle
scarred
is
him.
she's tall and thin and beautiful, and Sonny's tall and handsome, and we're like, they're the Ken and Barbie of our church.
Well, good thing they can't see me today. I'm in desperate need of a haircut and a face shave. And it's funny, you marry a hairstylist and now she's going to rip on me for this. It's hard to get a haircut. No,
That's awesome.
That's because of my own scheduling, not because of her fault. That's all on me.
We should have had
funny.
Danielle on at the same time.
Oh, we could
just
have
for
fun.
In a
fun.
separate room.
In a separate room, yeah.
With a mic that only we could hear.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, she's already writing back fast enough.
That's awesome.
We've been attending y'all for four years since December.
That's
Wow.
great. It's so great, man. We love you guys. But your life, your testimony. So you talk a lot about farming. Your dad's the super farmer over in the Almalund area, thousands of acres, correct?
We were farming for a bunch of years. There was consistently 2,500. Now we just selling a little bit here and there. It seems like every year we get a little bit less.
Okay.
It's housing market just kind of still being put up in some places, and then solar panels is hard to compete, and we don't own all the acreage. I'd have to ask Pa now on owned land. I think we're around that 1,500, and the rest is rented.
Wow.
So it's not quite like southern Minnesota where I got college friends. I went to school in Mankato. I like agronomic backgrounds and diesel mechanics just to help out on the farm. And those guys called me the hobby farmer because they're all like 10,000 acre
Really?
farmers and stuff
Oh,
like that. They're
wow.
all big guys.
That's amazing.
I still love talking with them. It's just like
Oh, I bet.
it's God's country down there
Yeah.
for farming. Or Iowa guys, it's a whole different world.
Yeah, that's
10,000 acres.
That's
farm.
crazy. Yeah, I
Wow.
want one.
Yeah.
We're blessed to be where we're at. It's very, very fortunate and awesome way to grow up in childhood to
Is
have
it?
that big a farm. And when we were annoying our parents, we'd just like get out of our hair, hop on a four-wheeler and go whip around for a while. It goes, go away.
Yeah.
Or
on,
just
on land after land after land.
and horses and riding back.
Man,
to
that's
the woods
cool.
and back.
So your life has been a bit of a journey. You raced quads for a while, right? Four-wheelers.
Come on.
Bad accident.
Like a few of them.
Yeah. So you chased, and we have just this 15 or so minutes of time. But again, the thing that I'm reminded of, and I want to encourage people that are listening now and people that will listen later, is with the joy you found now in this. I mean, you've always known the Lord, coming back to church and getting involved, and more importantly, extra focused on your relationship with God, right?
Absolutely. So we grew up, Mom was really good at making sure we go to church and Wednesday nights and stuff, and I think for a while, like every kid does, or as you're in your early 20s, you kind of go off on your own. You want to do your own darn thing. And I really went down that path for a while and chased motocross. I was all about adrenaline.
Because you were full of piss and vinegar?
There it is again. How much editing are we going to have to do?
None.
Okay.
None.
So yeah, just as I got in those teenage years and getting into motocross and adrenaline I was trying to fill a void that wasn't there, and not knowing at the time is because you kind of go your own way and want to do things yourself. Looking back at that, I say that's that hole that I was trying to fill is just love and knowing of the Lord Jesus. That is just nothing else fills it like that. You can jump a 120-foot tabletop or triple like I did, and it's a rush, but that rush leaves when the weekend's over.
Yeah.
It doesn't last, and then you look for the next high. So that's like maybe comparable to some people with drinking or drugs. My drug was motocross. More speed. I had to go faster and faster until one day it bit me in the butt and I broke my back in Oklahoma. Laid there on the ground and all twisted up and had to lay on my belly. Quick story on that. And once I got flipped on over and the guys are like, yeah, you're definitely broken. We could see it. 5 minutes later, here comes a side-by-side, and we're out in the middle of a desert, in the middle of nowhere, and this guy, big side-by-side, four-seater, all souped up, comes running on over, lays down next to me, and goes, what happened? I told him the whole deal, and he's like, well, I'm a doctor. He's like, let me mind if I lift up your shirt? And I was like, go right ahead. I'm telling you, it's broke. Lifts up the shirt, and I can hear him go, ooh.
Oh, gosh.
He goes, you okay to lay here for a little bit? Because I can go run all the way up to the front entrance and get some help, and we can get somebody here and get you out. It's like, well, I ain't going anywhere.
You didn't have a choice.
Yeah, there was no moving. The fear of just knowing that if you move wrong that you might go paralyzed, because I could wiggle my feet yet. I'm just like, okay, I'm okay.
Wow.
Well,
So how many years ago was that?
Ooh, now we're pulling on me again, too. So I think that was 2012 when I broke my back. To where they fused. I had 2 rods and 8 bolts in my back. Had all that stuff removed the next year when I was back at Mayo because they said they would have done things differently, and my back is way better with the hardware.
With it removed?
Yes. And I praise the Lord because I'm not in a wheelchair. Could have been. It was a 50-foot free fall off the top of a big sand dune, straight down, and I was 5th gear riding over the top of it. We were just riding hills, I thought. Didn't know it was like out west in the mountains. I used to go snowmobiling out in the mountains there 3-4 times a year, and we just knew every big mountain you stop at the top because you don't know if it's a cliff on the backside.
Sure.
We're talking hundreds of feet fall.
Sure.
Didn't think that was the same in the sand dunes.
Yeah.
And I went for a ride.
Gosh, that's insane. So if anybody's listening and doesn't know you, how tall are you? 6'4"?
6'4".
So 6'4" and fit and muscular, and you have a physical job. You still work on the farm, which is very physical. You have your own house and land, which is very physical. Like, it's amazing the shape you're in and what you're able to do.
You got to keep moving too, because I can feel it. I'm sure there'll be a day when I'm older that I'll pay for it. But I did it all to myself, smiling the whole time too. I asked Danielle, one of the last trips that I crashed at Millville at the National Quad Race, when I busted up my shoulder. When I came to, she said I was smiling. I'm looking around at everybody because I was knocked completely unconscious. I was looking around and everyone's hovering over me. I'm like, I'm okay. But my shoulder's broke.
That's crazy. That's unreal, man.
Sure. I'm glad, in a way, I miss the people the most.
Yeah.
The smell of it and that, but it's all with the learning curve of things. I'm glad where I'm at now. Very, very super blessed that big thing, I'm not in a wheelchair. I remember coming out of that hospital crying when my mom took me out in the wheelchair for the first time in 6 days of just in a locked little room, seeing some baby ducks in the pond just wiggling their tails and just squeaking. So much to be thankful for the little things in life instead of all the big things.
Sure. Yeah. We met a lady at a garage sale who was in a wheelchair, and she said the same thing, that, and she had spine problems, and she's a little bit older than us, but she said that's what you come to realize is like it was kind of the opposite what you just said in a way, where she said, you don't get hung up on all the little things.
The little things that bug you.
That bother you and irritate you. It's like that stuff just doesn't matter. You realize how much you really have to be thankful for.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it changes perspective. Yeah, that's crazy. So you're just this happy, joy-filled guy. And it doesn't seem like anything can take that from you.
Oh, I talked to my wife. I have my days. As that thing always behind closed doors when you're in the comfort of your home, and I'm a lot better than I ever used to be, and that was kind of with my testimony too of working over the road and being gone so much and the stress of chasing the American dream or the rat race and how that created unhappiness. And that was kind of with the long testimony that we gave on YouTube. Yeah. There was times there I would kind of brief. I'd come home and my wife would try to tell me that she wasn't as happy as when we were first married and things weren't, and then I get angry because here I am thinking I'm busting my butt trying to do things, provide for myself, and it was mostly just, when I think back to those angry words I was using, it was all me. I was saying me, myself. I was all focused on me, not us as a couple, or that looking at somebody else had a great podcast, is Danielle is God's daughter. How would you like it, like, let's say if I had a daughter and some guy was yelling at her like the way I was. I wouldn't want that for any woman, and she never deserved that. She was just telling me how she felt, and some changes were made, and she helped me and she encouraged me to do it and come on home for my business. And wow, did that make life a lot nicer right away.
That's great.
And then there's some up and downs with starting your own business too, and some stresses with that. And then again, stubborn male, thinking I could do everything myself. I'm going to do it my way. And that first winter, like kind of with the testimony, when the job gets slow, it's kind of a seasonal work, doing epoxy flooring, and then winter farming only goes about right when the snow falls, and then I got all winter to do nothing.
So does your mind just go then?
A little bit, and then there was, with the new startup business and paying off the debt, because I don't like a lot of debt. I want to be as close to debt-free like Dave Ramsey as possible, and I paid all my bills. I went into the winter with zero debt. But I didn't calculate enough to get through the whole winter for groceries and stuff, and all of a sudden I got a house payment coming on up. And a grocery bill that I wasn't going to be able to buy for next month's groceries, and that hit hard. Sitting at the kitchen table, I got a Bible app on my phone. I don't know what the company's app is. I'd have to dig into that after a minute, but almost every morning I was trying to consecutively pop into that app and read just like their verse of the day. And that morning, just sitting there at the kitchen table, just crying because I knew I didn't have any money in the accounts to pay for groceries that month. And just asked God, it's like, I need help because I can't do this on my own. I tried it my way, and I'm just crying. It just wasn't happening. And my eyes are closed, and told the story, and I tell it to other people. If they're in my kitchen, we got 2 little square windows, and I'm sitting at that kitchen table many times, and when I close my eyes, I can make a room like this room in here. It's black. And then Danielle laughs at me. She closes her eyes, and she'll see the light. You can hold up the fingers and tell you how many fingers.
Those are thin eyelids.
I know. I got my eyes closed, and it was like someone was shining me with a spotlight in that room. And it's just like, it just felt like it illuminated the whole room as I was crying and praying and talking to God. And I believe that was an absolute Holy Spirit moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because then just the sense of like a love hug, warmth. I can't describe it with my own vocabulary. I don't have the vocabulary to describe it, and just the peace of mind. And some things started happening right almost, maybe not that next day, but within the weeks to come, and it's just like it just all started coming together.
Yeah, that's awesome. The supernatural, just how he reveals himself to you in that moment of need. He'll
let you try it on your own.
Yeah.
If you want to do it on your own, okay. We'll see.
Go ahead, wander around.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He doesn't force us. Yeah, much as we wish he would sometimes.
Yeah.
Just make me, just fix me already. You know. Yeah, he's so good at faith. That story about that is just, man, it's a beautiful story. And that's the thing. Like, to guys listening, it's like if we had videos in here, the cameras, like they would see, like you're a big, strong man. You're a responsible, respectable. I mean, like you're a guy. You're a man's man, and it's like you're sitting at your kitchen table because you're weeping, and that's so many guys get to that point because we try and do it all ourselves. We try and just handle it all and do it all, and And then you cry out to God, literally crying out to God as your heavenly Father, and there he is, and he reveals himself to you. You know, it makes me think of King David, you know, this mighty warrior. The number of times we read in the Psalms where King David is, what's he doing? He's crying out to God because this is what he needs to do. You know, his enemies are surrounding him, or he's lost and broken and hurting, or even when he was, you know, his sin, the realization of that sin with Bathsheba. Like, what does he do? Crying out to God. You know,
I'll be the first to admit to I still get it wrong all the time, or that bullheadedness. It's just, we grew up in our era too. Is you work hard for if you want more things, or just not even more things. You work hard.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the balance struggle I struggle with this summer, especially again. As last summer I had nailed it, I felt like, because I was extremely blessed, happy, figured out a sweet spot. I need to go back to that again. Got a little carried away in the rat race, and I didn't really mean to. It's hard to say no when business is coming in, business is good.
Sure,
but
yeah.
I missed out on too many Wednesday nights, missed out on barbecues, and I was telling Danielle, I was like, I'm not as happy as we were like last summer. We did a lot of family things together and spent more time, and I want to get back to that. Money's good, but I don't need it all.
Yeah.
I don't care that much. I'd rather be around, maybe more present.
Finding a balance in there.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, is finding the balance. Yeah. And so tell us what is your business? Tell us a little bit about the business you have now.
So my business in the summer months is basically, in a general term, is epoxy garage floor coatings. It's called polyurea, what I specialize in, but you just lump it all together, say epoxy floor coatings, to where it is a blessing of a project. Like I say, it's fun. It's good. You're in and out in one day. I get to meet a lot of people, and that's maybe another thing, is I keep praying to the Lord on which direction that he wants or where I should go, because I'm a stubborn man, and I got like the horse blinders on. Like, I need a real
Tunnel
sign.
vision.
Yeah, like give me a real sign, and every once in a while, maybe it's a gut feeling or something is, maybe I'm not too far off, but it's the balance. And then I get the privilege of going to all these people's homes and get to sit and talk to hundreds plus people each summer.
Wow.
What a great way too is maybe to be more bold in my faith and have more guts, and just willing, like Charlie Kirk, these people that just straight out just say their faith. And you don't have to push on anybody, but if a conversation and just that little seed just starts to spark a little bit, you can share. There's an opportunity. I missed out on a couple opportunities because I was nervous too, which now I'm trying to build more courage. Don't be nervous. Somebody asked me why I'm happy. It's just I could say something simple as Jesus. And then if they ask another question, then you can keep going with
That's right. You just be having that courage and strength to walk through and to trust, like Jesus says, he's going to give us the words. The Holy Spirit is faithful to do that. So you do that flooring. That's your company. What's the name of your company?
Sunshine Coatings. Thank you to my wife and my sister. Sunshine, S-O-N. That's kind of like what my nickname is. Sunny is spelled S-O-N-N-Y. There's a lot of people when they first look at it, it's like, I spelled sunshine. It's like S-U, and it's like, there's nothing that comes up. It's like, you won't find it that way.
That's cool.
Just kind of.
So that's what you do all summer, and then in the fall you help on the farm.
Oh, I love the farm. I wish we were big enough that I could be there. I've been there full time. I love farming to her. Maybe someday I can find that balance of working. My brother, I got a younger brother, a year younger, and I got two sisters. One of my sisters also, so Natasha, she does like all the grain marketing stuff for the farm, which is a huge blessing for that, because that's a whole different job, and that entirely to watching of grain markets.
Oh, I bet.
It's so stressful. I wouldn't want that, not in the least.
So that's when you like, when do you sell, and when do you?
Yep.
So you store it all until you're ready to sell it?
Yep, absolutely.
Gosh, that's unbelievable.
So like we grew up to, and again, preaching, that's what I think is another good lesson in life, is farming. 1 out of 10 years, you actually make really good money, so you save that for all those other years, because there's some years where you're losing money, so you got to be able to stretch that one big surplus year to make it last through all the others. So that's a good thing, that it kind of taught me how to manage money and not just blowing it on all things when you got it coming in, because
you might not have it next year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a good lesson.
To where it's I love farming. I love the seasons with it. It's as you've seen with the tractors too. It's like every kid's dream.
It was unbelievable.
I took Bill out in our great 4-wheel drive tractor.
I went home and said, we need one.
600 horse machine, and the tires on it. It's as wide as Highway 95.
That's awesome.
It's 25 feet wide. So, like I say, you got to have an escort. Blinking lights says, I'll hang the duals out absolutely completely in the ditch just for a vehicle to pass on the other side of 95.
That's unreal.
Where we don't travel at that on the road at night because those black tires you're just asking for someone to smack into you.
Oh, I believe it. Yep.
It's just going to be a disaster.
Yeah. It's an amazing operation, and so much to learn. Yeah, that's cool, man. And you push a button.
Yeah, nowadays, technology is always changing too. Yeah, so like the tillage we got what's called auto steer. So a straight line, create your A/B line at the start of the field. Once you do a couple passes, get turned around, you just press the go button again, and it's driving straight all on its own with perfect overlap.
This big machine. That's all you do.
That's
push
crazy.
the button and you just ride, and it goes perfectly straight. And then when you get towards the end, you touch the steering wheel. I was a rookie, so I had to throttle down a little bit. And here's what's crazy. It's the steering wheel, and it's this tiny little throttle. Like this massive machine. You would think that you'd be pulling a lever, that's like 4 feet high or something.
Instead, it's the size of your thumb.
It's tiny. It's like you're riding a John Deere lawn tractor type throttle. Throttle down, turn around, get close to it, push a button, and it just resumes the next line. It's so neat. Gosh, it's so neat. Man, oh man.
That was a huge blessing. That was fun when that came around. And that's been since I was just out of high school, the first couple years in college when we got that. And it used to be, too. So my dad taught me at 14 to start tilling and stuff like that. So you'd always constantly, you're just staring over your shoulder, looking over your shoulder. You're driving or staring all the way across the horizon. When you get that straight line kind of, you pick a tree about a mile away. That's a smaller pinpoint. So that's how you drive straight. Or if you're looking too close, you kind of waver. So it was a little tricky, taught us, because he grew up and he didn't have auto steer or nothing. So if you want to plant a straight line, you stare out as far as you can see and pick that tiniest dot and you aim for it, and that's going to keep you more straight.
That's crazy.
Little tricks.
Your dad, I know we talked about this a little bit, but the change that your dad has seen in like the farming industry, all the years that he's been doing it and the advancements and everything. It's pretty cool, man. Man, it's cool. Well, we're going to have you on again, Sonny, because there's so many things that we could talk about.
That fly by.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Is like, man, oh man.
Yeah, every time we end, he goes, I think we could do 2 hours.
That's what I think.
I think we could do 2 hours.
Like, we could easily sit here and talk. We didn't talk about bow hunting.
Yeah, we didn't get into good stuff yet.
We didn't talk about fishing. We didn't talk really in depth about, it's like there's so much you can talk about, and there's so much that we can learn from someone like you. Like, I learned so much from observing you in your life. You guys just had these puppies. What kind are they?
Great Pyrenees. Wow, that's a lot of work. I give people a lot of credit. Yeah. It's extremely a lot of work. They're a blessing. Love them. What a learn experience. But never again. The boy is fixed.
Yeah. That's it, boy. You're done.
You had like 12 puppies, right?
13 were born. 10 of them survived. So that was the other heartbreak is we love animals. So when a baby comes into this world and I'm trying everything and they still pass away.
Yeah.
It's sad.
We got to do it again, Sonny. We got to do it again. Well, man, thanks so much for joining us. James, thanks for helping out. Denise, thanks for all of the vim and vigor that you bring to the show. To all of you that listen, whether it's live or later on a podcast, please let us know that you do. We appreciate it so much. God bless you all, and I hope that through all these difficult times, you hold on to the joy of the Lord.
Amen.
Bye for now.
So, yeah.
Thanks for joining In Pursuit with Pastor Bill and me, Denise. We hope you will tune in next Thursday at noon as the pursuit continues. In Pursuit is a production of WAJC, Your Life Radio, on 88.1 and 91.7 FM. WAJC is owned and operated by Maranatha Assembly of God in Forest Lake, Minnesota. The opinions expressed here are not necessarily those of the owner.